And you know what's funny? Is my wife loves rough sex. Like, I'm pretty fucking vanilla. She loves rough sex. And you know what's crazy where we mesh? Is she's lazy and dirty and she doesn't fucking work and she's half a mom. And you know what? She loves rough sex. And you know what I love? I like hitting her and not being to blame. Now follow me on this for a second, guys. Because here's the thing. She's like, oh my God. She's like, oh my God. She's like, grab my mouth. And I'm like, fuck yeah, baby. And here's the thing. And I'm like, bitch, do your dishes. In my mind. In my mind. Out loud, I'm like, baby, you are so sexy. This is so hot. She's like, oh my God, slap my face. I'm like, bitch, take the girl to school on time. In my mind. Out loud, I'm like, you are just the hottest girl I've ever been with. You rule, baby. It's God. If your girl's into it, try it. It is the greatest thing in the world because we reversed it. We reversed it, and she was like, she grabbed my mouth, and I could hear her mind. She was like, fuck me like a man once. And in my mind, I went, do dishes, bitch. She don't know me. I'll eat pussy like I'm hungry. See, a couple guys know if you do it right, there's protein.
Hey, what's happening, people? How you doing? Good to see you. Glad to be here. Let me just make sure I'm up and at 'em. Yeah, so I'm watching the end of my video clip. I thought it was kind of funny. It was funny. Yeah, okay. So it was a bit about rough sex, and it was just a joke because my ex-wife has Crohn's disease, so she used to lay around and do nothing but drink and pop pills. And I said the only thing that was good about it is it made her dirty in bed. It wasn't that I was into dirty sex. I just liked hitting her and having it not be violent. You know what I'm saying? Like just being able to go, God damn, you do nothing. Anyway, point being, and rock with me. Here's my world. Follow me. We want these guys to realize Black Lives Matter. These toothless, gun-toting hicks in the middle of nowhere that never really been around too many black people. You want them to realize that Black Lives Matter and everything, and you want them to step up and admit it and everything. Meanwhile, this dude doesn't get that Black Lives Matter because he killed this young man for these shoes. Yes, it was 2015. I'm going back. I'm going back because it was personal to me because the kid was a special education student in Los Angeles Unified. He may have been one of my students at one point. I don't remember. What my point is, he was a special education student. He had special needs. He was wearing red Chucks because he just liked red Chucks, man. He liked that color. He wasn't a gangbanger. Unless he was part of the Cripples. And this guy here fucking shot him because he wouldn't take off his shoes at a car wash. So you want these guys to realize Black Lives Matter. But these guys, these type of guys, don't realize Black Lives Matter and they're black. How do you expect to get people to recognize that Black Lives Matter if we don't get black gangs and black pimps and black drug dealers to realize Black Lives Matter? That's what I'm saying. I mean, like, I get Black Lives Matter. I get that black people aren't treated equal. I'm educated. I grew up in Pacoima, Pierce Projects. I saw what went on. I saw me getting pulled over because they thought I was buying drugs because I couldn't have possibly lived there. I saw other people getting pulled over because they thought they were selling drugs because they were black or Latin. Then at certain points, I had to look where they thought I was selling drugs as well. And so it just, you become part of the community. The point I'm trying to make is, the simple fact is, I get it. I'm not who you need to explain it to. But these two groups are who you need to explain it to. And the fact that you need to explain it to this group and they don't get Black Lives Matter and they're black young men and young women are being killed by black young men and women at a high rate, you're asking other ignorant white people and Asian people and Arabic people and Latin people to realize that Black Lives Matter when the ignorant black people don't realize Black Lives Matter. Why would ignorant white people? That's I guess maybe I don't know. I mean, that's my point though, is we're literally trying to convince people that Black Lives Matter that aren't black and they're ignorant and they're not getting it. We can't even convince ignorant black people that Black Lives Matter, because the intelligent black people or the educated black people, the educated white people or Jewish people like myself, the educated Asian, Hispanic, and everything else that have traveled, that have met more than 4 fucking people in their life, well, we all get it. We all get that we're equal. We all get that there's no difference based on skin, that there's no difference based on your sexual preference, that there's no difference based on your gender, that we all differ independently by how we were brought up socioeconomically and how we choose to live our lives and what we decide to be. And that's what differentiates us, not our skin color, not our religion, and not our race, and not our gender, and not our sexual preference. And that's what I'm saying. You might have somebody who is a Latin homosexual who fucking loves NASCAR and skull chewing tobacco. And then you got a redneck who loves NASCAR and skull chewing tobacco, and they get along fantastic. And they talk about skull chewing tobacco and NASCAR. And they have the best of times. And then one goes fucks a dude and one goes fucks a woman, you know? But they don't differ because of who they fuck. They're similar because of what they like. They're similar because of how they were brought up. Socioeconomic. And so when we realize that there's a lot of work to do within the poor communities across the board, but they don't want us to realize that. They don't want us to take a minute to realize that as poor people, as working class people, we need to fix our shit. We need to get together. We need to stop falling for their games and falling for their lies. I don't know anybody who really hates me for being white. I don't hate anybody for being anything else. I hate people for being assholes. And people sometimes hate me because they think I'm an asshole. But I don't know anybody who's been like, oh my God, that person is so fucking white. I can't stand their whiteness. They go, no, that person's so white. They're a racist. They're a this, they're a that. That person's black. They're a this, they're a that. They're a thief. They're a blah, 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 right? You have to put the labels on the color, on the race to be able to hate. So nobody hated me for being so white or so Jewish. Nobody gets hated for being so black in color. It's the stereotypes we add on that allow us to hate. As humans, we don't hate each other based on colors. We don't hate each other based on gender or sexual preference. We hate each other based on being assholes or smell to one another. We hate each other's smell. Or if you're a piece of shit whose toenails are yellow and gross and overgrown and you're a man, then fuck you. You know, I mean, and Amy Schumer. Fuck Amy Schumer. But everyone else, we don't hate each other for other reasons than just being assholes. We join in the groups of hate. See, at the protests, you have people with Black Lives Matter signs that have been part of gangs that have killed other black people. You see, like they've been part of like Crip gangs, blood gangs, or Florence Street, or fucking Pacas Treces, or they've been this, that, and the other thing, you know, Peru Bloods, whatever it be. And they've been part of killing other black people. Nobody else made them do that, per se. I mean, granted, the system's set to fuck them. But nobody made them kill other black people. They could have gone to Beverly Hills and killed fucking rich people or white people, I guess. You know, I'm saying nobody made them kill black people, but they went ahead and killed black people because of colors, because of money, because of drugs, and this and that. And people aren't getting that. If we can't change that, how do you ask somebody in Iowa to see it different? You see what I'm saying? If you can't get black people to put the value on young black lives for just the innocent people being shot within the drive-bys, within the things, the kids, the children of the gang members that get shot on accident. If you can't understand that, then how can you possibly care about Black lives? You see what I'm saying? And so I think we're kind of lost in that. Yes, Black lives matter, but unless people start taking accountability, like, your neighbor's an asshole, your neighbor's a fucking pimp, a drug dealer, a piece of shit, rat him. And it's not ratting. You're not snitching on your neighbor if they're a sex trafficker or a pimp or a fucking meth dealer or a coke dealer. If your fucking neighbor's dealing fucking shrooms or dealing fucking weed, shut up. If your neighbor's dealing fucking methamphetamine, ecstasy, fucking shit like that, crack, rat them. Fuck them. It's not snitching. It's being a hero. Fucking rat them. Fuck them. If they're a pimp, rat them. Call on the pimps. Call on everyone. Make the police show. But this is the thing. Why don't we get on the police, but make them do their job? Make them go after the criminals, but let's back them when they're going after the criminals, you see. Now, this last situation with this Jacob guy, I'm completely fucking flipped on this, because I'm going to tell you guys this. You can look at my tape. When George Floyd, when that happened, I came out right away and said, that is fucking bullshit. Like, that is beyond reprehensible. They fucking killed that guy. He wasn't resisting. He wasn't doing shit. He was just laying there, and the guy fucking smashes his fucking neck for no reason and kills him. That's horrible. Then I saw the whole tape. And I realized, holy shit, there's no way they're going to find these cops guilty. They're not guilty. They didn't do shit wrong. I've had a knee in my neck. It doesn't kill you. It's a simple fact. George Floyd was yelling he couldn't breathe standing up with no one touching him. He was in complete psychosis from whatever the fuck was going on. But I've seen it. He was in complete psychosis. His mouth was foaming. Everything was going on that said 100% he was in complete psychosis. But they showed us the video from the knee forward. They never showed us where the cops were like, sir, if you could sit in the car, we'll roll down the windows. We'll put on the air conditioning. That was literally said. The Asian cop was the one who made the comment when the guys were saying, like, hey, why are you doing that, tough guys? What are you, tough guys? He's not even resisting. And he goes, hey, guys, this is why you don't do drugs. Because he was resisting. They never hit him with a baton. They never tasered him. I never even thought about that. I never thought of the fact that they never tasered him and they never hit him. They didn't choke him out or anything. I never thought about that. Because I was just so mad that a fucking stupid ass fucking white cop had the dumb fucking ignorance to do that shit and cause all these fucking problems, and fuck him. And then I saw the tape and I saw that, and then the coroner and Floyd's family hired coroner both confirmed that he did not die from asphyxiation. Now the family's coroner is saying that the whole situation led to his death. And that might be possible, that the stress of everything, but it wasn't the stress of everything. It was the stress of everything on somebody who had been on methamphetamines, and things like that, and fentanyl. So George, when they kept showing the pictures of George Floyd and they kept showing the angles, then when you see the pictures of him straight on, you're like, ooh. Like, he might have been doing well at one point, but, and God bless and rest his soul, man, but he was a junkie. And it's sad he died, but he was a junkie. And so we burnt towns and we did all this shit for the wrong reason. The cops didn't kill him. Drugs killed him. The cops didn't even harass him. Like, they weren't even fucking with him. He really did pass a fake bill. It's proven. He did pass a fake bill, whether he knew it was, and I even said, there's no fucking way this guy knew it was a fake bill. But then you find out, no, this dude's life was at shit's peak. Like, his life was hitting the toilet. So it's quite possible he probably knew it was a fucking fake 20. I've passed fake bills, man. I used to work at a restaurant where I would run fucking fake ass shitty hundreds through before the tests. I would run hundreds through for a guy from fucking Vineland Boys. He was a guy from Violent Boys, and they printed shitty $100 bills, and he worked there as a busboy, and so I used to run him through my fucking cash and carry shit. And, whatever. We've all done our shit. I'm not saying Floyd's a bad guy for it. I'm saying that his life had hit a point where it was kind of fucked. I mean, my life's hit that point a few times, and yeah, I take advantage of everything. And sometimes I get in trouble for it, and sometimes I don't. It's just how it is. He got caught for it. But what killed him was the drugs. He didn't die of asphyxiation. And that's what sucks is because, see, again, I'll say this 1,000 times. Trayvon Martin is undisputably murder. That man got away with murdering that young boy. And that's murder. And you guys want to, you think if Black Lives really mattered, George Zimmerman would not be here. If Black Lives really mattered, somebody from there would, the best I could do is a little fucking vodka olive juice. That's what I could do for you, Bad Taco, but I fucking love the name. I don't even care if you hate me. I love the fucking name. Bad Taco is great. I had a girlfriend named that. Her name wasn't Bad Taco, but that's what I called her. Actually, I'm joking. It's my ex-wife. Horrible, like a sewer. I swear to God. I loved fucking her, but to go down there, it's like, swear to God, I've never drank it from a sewer, and I've been close. Anyway, simple point. The fact that I just like Bad Taco. That's a great name. It's like Stinky Pussy, Bad Taco. Anyway, I liked it. The fact of the point and that I'm trying to make is simply this. Again, you want to convince these idiots that Black Lives Matter. But this idiot doesn't even know Black Lives Matter. He killed a young black man with special needs over shoe color because he wouldn't take off his Chucks because he didn't like red shoes because he was a Crip. How do you have the Crips and the Bloods? See, they think they can get along. They think they can do no. The only way you prove Black Lives Matter is you end the Crips and Bloods. You may become the Blacks. That's fine. That's fine. It sucks for the rest of us who are fucking going to shit our pants because holy shit, you're all getting together. But you want to prove Black Lives Matter and stop the gang separation. Stop fighting over hoods and colors and areas and neighborhoods and all that shit. Stop fighting over turf. Stop fighting over names. Stop fighting over all that bullshit. Stop killing each other at these fucking house parties at bed and breakfasts or whatever they fucking call those things. Bed Bath and Beyond or wherever you fucking rent the house and everybody fucks in there and shoots heroin. Anyway, the point I'm trying to make is, I don't know. I mean, it's just like, why are we pretending all this bullshit? You know, I mean, they've already nailed Black Lives Matter organization for being a completely LGBTQ organization. And the real agenda is pushing LGBTQ. Unfortunately, the real agenda behind it all is pedophilia and normalization of pedophilia. And that just scares the shit out of me. I'm personally getting the fuck out of here. Those interested in investing in the future of their lives, I'm going to be building properties. I'm going to be getting land away from fucking everybody and building properties for people who don't really want to be, they don't want to be alone, but they don't want to be around most of us. You know, like most of you, a lot of us don't want to be around most of you. You know what I'm saying? All you ride or die friends, all you ride or die people, all you, we eat together, die together, blah, 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 bullshit. And you pretend like you're real and all this stuff. We don't want to be around you anymore. You're garbage. You're frauds. You're fucked. That's what I'm saying is like I have friends that I think fucking spy on me. If I ever find out they do, I'll skin them fucking alive. For real. For real. I'll skin them fucking alive if I could ever prove that somebody was ever spying on me. But until then, I don't even care if they do. But if I catch them, they're skinned alive. Alive. So maybe I do know. Maybe I'm coming for them. Who knows, right? So the deal being is this. I'm getting ready to make moves, getting out of here. I'll be out of LA. And then you think I've been bad now? You think I've been outspoken now? Wait till I get out of LA. I'm going to get so much worse. We live in Los Angeles, and it's a complete fucking shithole garbage bin. It's garbage. Garcetti and Newsom have destroyed California and Los Angeles, and they're the worst fucking people ever. They're complete and utter garbage. You voted these people in. You morons voted in rich white guys. That's what I'm trying to explain to you idiots. Your Democratic Party and all you Democrats and all you fucking morons, your leaders are all rich fucking white guys. Take a second to think about that. The Klan was all rich white guys. Your leaders are all rich white guys, all Democrats. The Klan, all Democrats. Idiots. Hitler, white guys. Now you're trying to decide again. Keep in mind, okay, you have Kamala Harris, Joe Biden, right? Kamala Harris and Joe Biden. I pointed at these two for them. That's funny. Kamala Harris and Joe Biden. You have Donald Trump and Mike Pence. Do you know, out of those four people, the only person married to an immigrant is Donald Trump? Kamala Harris is married to a rich white guy. Joe Biden is married to a rich white woman. Mike Pence is married to a rich white woman. Donald Trump is married to an immigrant. That's reality. Donald Trump pardoned Susan B. Anthony. Even if you think he just did it to look good, why didn't anyone else just do it to look good? Why didn't anyone else pardon Susan B. Anthony a long fucking time ago? Who even knew she wasn't pardoned? But Donald Trump did pardon her. So you could say he did it just to show off. So what? He fucking did it, dickhole. Why didn't someone else do it to show off? Donald Trump just pardoned several people, and one of them being a black man who had turned his life around and totally been helping everyone, and he pardoned him. Oh, he's doing it to show off. A black man just got out of jail on a pardon from Donald Trump. Whatever the reason, why didn't someone else do it? Why didn't Joe Biden do it to show off when he was vice president? He could have asked Obama to do all that. Oh, because he likes black people in jail. Joe Biden doesn't like black people being free. He didn't like them on their buses. He didn't like them in their cafes. He voted against it. Wake up, America. Wake up. If most of the Republicans and all the Democrats hate Donald Trump, not all the Democrats, if most of the Republicans and most of the Democrats hate Donald Trump that are politicians, and we all hate most of the politicians, take a fucking second and wake up. I could be wrong. I've said this. Donald Trump could be the total Trojan horse, and he's fucking handing everybody New World Order on a platter, and we're fucked. Or he's the guy they all hate because he went, fuck this. I don't want to be this garbage. I don't want to be these pieces of shit. Yeah, I'm not that different from him. I'm a womanizer. I'm an egotist. I'm an ethnocentrist and all this, right? But I'm not a pedophile and I'm not a complete fucking scumbag like these pieces of shit. So I'm going to run against them and I'm going to shut them all down. And when he said he was cleaning the swamp, he might have meant all sides. I think he did. I could be wrong about Donald Trump. I'm telling you that. I don't know shit. I'm going by my gut instinct is Republicans hate this dude. Democrats hate these dudes, meaning the rich Republicans, the rich Democrats that are politicians, that are big business, they hate him. That makes me like him. Then I'm very wary and I try to see why. And I try and see what the reason. But I am going to tell you this. Stop saying you want Black Lives to matter if they're not going to matter to this dude. If you can't get this dude to give a fuck about Black lives, how the fuck are you think you're going to get this dude to? Because I'm going to tell you, this dude gives a lot of fucks about this Black life here. This Black life here that was taken way too young. This Black life here that was taken way too young. God damn it, that killed my shoulder. Sorry, that hurt so bad. That life that was taken so young, just a sweet young man. His mom was such a sweetheart. Watch the video. His mom was like that badass black mom who was just making it happen, man. And she was taking care of a special needs kid. She was fucking ride or die for this kid. She even said, man, let me catch them motherfuckers. They're dead. And that's the shit. But you know what, though? Every day you got black men killing black kids. And I don't mean like, no, just gang members. I'm not talking about random. I'm not talking about shit like that. No, I'm not. Blah, blah, blah. No. Gang members specifically targeting, purposely doing this. Taking out young black lives. So stop pretending black lives. Oh, that was a good fart. Black lives are going to matter. And you're going to convince these guys when you can't convince this guy. It's not going to happen. You want to fix, you want Black lives to matter, then you fucking start maybe getting all black people to actually care too. And then it'd be a lot easier to at least get 90% of black people to fucking care about black lives. And then the rest, I guarantee you the rest of the people join in. I'm 100% in. There ain't been, I'll tell you what, way before I had a daughter who was black or was half black, I cared. I knew Black Lives Mattered and I knew black people weren't being treated equal. And I knew this country has been shitty to black people forever. Not all black people, but majority of them. And I'm going to tell you this, I've known it forever. But again, you want to convince Cletus and Jethro, but you can't convince this dude.